Hello everybody, I'm Christy Payne. I'm from Big V Honeybee Farm in Collinsville, Oklahoma. I'm celebrating 1 year as the beekeeper for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's been a great journey, and I'm here today to show everybody a little bit on how we can create a welcoming space in our homes or our properties for bees and pollinators of all kinds, butterflies, bats, all that good stuff. Everybody can be a beekeeper. There's a couple of things that you can do. You can list your address on Google Maps as a wildlife sanctuary. You can sign up for the free sensitive registry at the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, and that gives you certain protections against state pesticide sprays. The city, that's a little bit different. You would have to contact whatever city that you live in to find out what you could do for that. The first thing that you do is to just get rid of the chemicals. Maybe not get rid of them completely, but reduce your use. The systemic poisons are probably the worst. Those are the ones that are labeled kills for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I think they kill for a lot longer than that. What happens is it's absorbed into the plant. It kills the roots, the shoots, the leaves. The whole plant becomes toxic. And it also destroys your underground microbiotic community, your mycorrhiza fungus and your night crawlers and your worms and all the beneficial bacteria in the soils. It gets rid of all of that. And really, they're just very bad. That's just the worst. And then your pesticides and your herbicides and your pre-emergent herbicides, that keeps the dandelions and the clover from sprouting and growing and creates massive food deserts all across the land. And even if you are lucky enough to get one of those little bees to come over there and they get that pollen and they're goner, because the just teeny weeny little bitty bee bodies cannot handle very much poisons at all. But you also have your pre-emergent herbicides and your pesticides, things like that. I think you'll find that after you stop using all of those chemicals, it's a slow process, but your yard will come back into balance and you will not have a pest problem or a fertilizer problem. It takes time and patience. And watch what you put down the drain, you know, the bleaches, the detergents and all those things. And, you know, maybe you should ask yourself, is it really that important that your toilet water is blue? Because the blue dye in the toilet water, those little tablets, is one of the worst things that you can flush down your drain. And it doesn't go away. Those things accumulate in the environment and they build up in the waterways and it just becomes toxic. But the earth has amazing healing properties. If you'll just give her a little bit of chance to rest, she will recuperate amazingly. So there are options that you can use for pest control. There's a lot of organic products out there on the market, but soapy water is great. You can make a mixture of alcohol, cayenne pepper, and garlic. That is great for repelling the bugs. And there's also essential oils and plants. A lot of plants are bug resistant. Marigolds, sunflowers, rosemary, mint, all those things. You know, if you could plant some of that, you know, scatter that around your yard, that will help control and repel the pests as well. You know, you could use the rubbing alcohol too, but I would recommend vodka. It's probably the best because it has no taste and no smell really. It's like the most bland of them all. And this is the state of the art in biotech pest control. All of these friends are free and at your disposal. You have the birds, our state bird, the scissortail flycatcher. That is my possum, Peaches. He lives in the garage and he eats lots of ticks and all kinds of bad stuff. You can attract these animals by offering shallow dishes of water, and Peaches really likes cat food. The frogs eat a lot of bugs. So if you will make a shallow pond in your property so they can hop in and out, they will come, but no koi fish and no goldfish in the pond because they will eat all the little baby tadpoles. And then the assassin bugs, that is a predatory insect, and they will put away their body weight in bugs every couple of days. Spiders. The two poisonous spiders that you have to worry about are the black widow and the brown recluse. Both of them are smaller than a quarter. So if you see them out in your yard, you have to evaluate how you want to do it, how you want to deal with that problem. Here's the way I do it at my house. There are black widows all over my beehives. I just ignore them. But when they come into the house, they get squashed quickly. Plant wildflowers, fruit trees. Bees of all kinds love fruit trees, especially bumblebees. I love bumblebees, the little fat things. I can't understand how they fly, but they are so cute. I would go to the OSU website. They have recommended varieties of easy to grow fruit trees in Oklahoma. The Granny Smith apple is a good one. I've got, I think, 2 of them in my yard. Reduce your mowing schedule. You know, is it really necessary to mow every week? You could get by with mowing every couple of weeks and then not mow parts of your yard at all. And in the fall, leave the leaves and the flowers that you grew, because those little hollow tubes, over the winter, the bees like to nest in those tubes and they'll stay in there. You may not see them, but they're there sometimes, sometimes not. Getting creative with water. All of these wildlife species like shallow, slow dishes of water. That is a regular bird bath in my front yard with a brick on it and a beekeeping Boardman's entrance feeder. You can put sugar water in that, like 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, a 1-to-1 ratio, and stick it in there. If you put it on top of the brick and then put the water around it, that creates a water island to keep the ants out of it. And that will feed a lot of creatures. Your honeybees, your native bees, and butterflies. I get lots of butterflies. I have them off of that one right there. I keep it in the yard all year long. Leave the leaves in the fall, you know, they decay, they have nutrients, they add it to the soil. It's like the best fertilizer that you can get, and it's free, and you don't have to rake leaves. So here's the challenge. When you go home tonight, I want you to look around and look at all those big blank green lawn spaces, okay? All of those are food deserts for the butterflies and the bees. Look and see how many miles you have to drive in your neighborhood before you see plants that would actually sustain bees. Azaleas, sunflowers, honeysuckle, clover. And then maybe you'll have an idea what it is like for a bee to fly around and get groceries to bring home for their young. And I want to challenge all of you to take away one thing from this seminar. Just take away one thing and use that in your daily life. And talk one other person into doing the same. So thank you.